Good morning, students. Now, this is an important some questions related with the chapter SI units and dimension. I think you need some numericals or some questions related with that. So the question is very simple. The distance of the sun from the earth is given to you, right? Angular diameter of the sun is what, 2000? Is it right? 2000? Definitely it is second. Then find the diameter of the sun. So whenever they have written 2000, is it right? Angular diameter. So this is the sun, is it right? And this is the diameter which you measure angularly from a point. So angularly means some theta is there. Is it right? And let me say capital D is the diameter of the sun, and let me take here small d is the distance to find out this. So as I told you, this distance is very large, so you have to assume this is an what the part of the infinity. So if it is infinity, this is the theta here it is given, and definitely this part will always a 90. So दिए हो गया तुम्हारा perpendicular, and this is what your distance. So this is become your base, and this is your perpendicular according to the given. So to solve this one, is it right? You have to find the diameter. So definitely by parallax, is it right? By parallax method, you have to apply this. What we write parallax method? The parallax method, theta, tan theta is equal to perpendicular, who is perpendicular, d and small d. So your target is the diameter of the sun, d is the diameter, so d is equal to theta into d, and d is the distance definitely from the earth, and this is what, sun. So everything is given here, 1.496 into 10 to the power 11. If you multiply with the theta is here, it is how much? 2000 second. But we know that 1 second is equal to 4.85 into 10 to the power 4, which you have to learn. यहाँ पे मैंने लिख भी दिया, learn करना है तुमको. So right, so you write 1.496 into 10 to the power 11 into 4.85 into 10 to the power minus 4 into what, 2000. When we multiply, then only we'll get the answer. मैं सिर्फ आंसर लिख देता तुम्हारे सामने. ये है. So the answer is 1.45 1.4 sorry 5 1.45 into 10 to the power what, it is 9 meter. So this is the diameter. इस तरह से आंसर निकालना बहुत इजी है ये तुम्हारे लिए. Okay. So another question, the question is very simple. Question is convert the value of this G into the CGS. Is it right? You are going to convert the value of G, whatever it is given, but this is not a particular any physical quantity. ये है question, है ना? But you have to convert. Definitely how? Dimensionally. Dimensionally. They will write and mention there also. Clear? Otherwise, you can do it in the simple form also. Dimensionally, when they ask, so definitely you will apply the principle of homogeneity. To convert of unit, we always write numerical dimension, numerical dimension. 1 unit, 1, 2 for the second unit. 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 is given. About this, first you convert this into the what, dimension form. So what, how you have written this? Look at here. First you write this. After that, Newton. Newton is belong to the force. So force का dimension लिखो, mass into acceleration. That is mass into acceleration. And this meter square, that is L square, and kg mass minus 2. Overall, I will get m to the power minus 1 L cube and t minus 2. So this is the dimension. Now I will apply here in the dimension d1 and d2, because in both the sides dimensions will always same. चलो ये अप्लाई कर लिया. Now m1 by m2 as I tell, ये डिवाइड हो जाएगा, ये इस साइड में ये आ गया तुम्हारे पास, ये l2 भी नीचे आ गया, t1. Times are always in seconds, so it's always give you 1. Okay, बचा ये. Since it is belong to the what, mks, and that is the cgs, so 2 was the cgs. cgs means 1 gram, but here I have written kg to gram, converted. This length is in meter, converted meter to centimeter. This is in second. So I got this 10 to the power minus 3, because minus is there. 3 2s are 6 and 2, and over this. Now how we write the unit? Newton converted to dyne, because this is a CGS. So CGS का unit कैसे लेंगे? Dyne. Meter is converted to centimeter square, and kg is converted to gram minus 2. This is the way to write down the answer. Is it right? Dimensionally we find. So we can see the third question, right? Question number 3. Suppose that the oscillation of the simple pendulum, simple pendulum is a clock type, is it, or which is oscillate to and fro from mean to extreme to extreme to mean, उसकी बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Depends on the mass of the bob. उसमें एक bob लगा होता है. It is something like this. Is it right? It oscillate. Is it clear? Angular displacement, length of the string, ये हो गया इसका length. This is the L. This is the mass of the bob. Acceleration due to gravity, we know that. What is this? Angular displacement theta. Dimensionally find which quantity depends on the time period. So which quantity depends on the time periods they have asked. That means time period depends upon this sum of the factors. तो देखते हैं कौन है. First I will write about this all the physical quantity: mass, length, g, theta. Mass, length, g, theta. लिख लिया. Their powers are A, B, C, D. After that, let me find the dimension of mass first. है ना? The dimension of mass is this. Is it clear? Dimension of the mass m, length L. Dimension of time is t only, but m and L have put here 0. Dimension of theta, since as I told, for angular displacement जो होता है वो angle से displace किया होता है, right? So don't worry student, because you will clarify your doubts when the chapters will come. Is it right? So just keep it in mind कि angular displacement theta होता है. Theta means angle. So the angle does not have any dimension. So I cannot put 0. Don't put 0, it's 1. A 1 doesn't have any dimension. G, acceleration due to gravity, LT minus 2. Okay. After that, we put in the equation number 1 in both the sides. Because principle of homogeneity say the dimensions are always equal. Okay. Put it after that. Now compare. A is m. If they are equal, dimension is also equal. If the mass has the power is A is equal to 0. B plus C is 0. Minus 2C is 1, which we have written here. A is 0, B plus C is 0, so B is equal to minus C. I first find 2C is equal to 1, so C is equal to minus half, put it here, B equal to half. B means L, C means G, that means only these two quantities are depends, rest two are not depends. तो कुछ भी physical quantity लिख लो, अगर वो depends नहीं है तो वो आएगा ही नहीं. This is confirmed. After that, find the equation. This is half means square root, so I have written L by G. This is plus and this is minus term में लिखा हुआ है. Thank you. Dear student, now in this question you can check, state the number of significant figures. So you have to give how many significant numbers will come here. Is it clear? Like 0.005. As you know, this is a part of the decimal. जैसे decimal में आएगा, so you know that what is it? Decimal का कौन सा side में होगा ये तुम्हारा? This is decimal's right side. Is it right? But it's left side. Non-zero digits left side. These two zeros will never count. So how many are there? Only one significant figures. Is it right? Yes. Here 2.63 into 10 to the power. This into will always convert the units. So as I told you, when there will be a change in the units, then also there is what? No change in the significant number. So here how many are there? 3. Okay, these two zeros are what? Not after decimal, this is before decimal. So these two will also not count as a number. So only 3 I will say. Here again this 3, because this is also the part of decimal. तो decimal part में होने से देख लेना है कि this 3 will be never count, जैसे ये दोनों नहीं हुआ था. So only 3 will count. So I will write 3. About this 2000, as you know, after decimal 0 will never count, but this 0, these and these are between the two non-zero digits. So this, therefore they all will count, and I will say 3 to 5. Here this is 6.320. So definitely this 0 will count after decimal. So I will write 1, 2, 3 and 4 numbers are there. 4 significant numbers are here. Thank you. Dear student, this is one of the variety of the questions. Let me clear you this from the beginning. Errors find करने का or to find the error, there are so many methods are there, right? One of the starting basic method is this, like, so when you will start your experiment in the school, right, teacher will ask you to find the readings, is it right? The observations of maybe the time period, maybe for length, maybe for area, etc., etc. And keep it in mind, if the number of observation is more, you are more accurate to the true value. Keep it in mind once again, जितना ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन तुम लोगे उतना ही ट्रू वैल्यू की तरफ तुम जाओगे. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट है सर 10 रीडिंग लेना है 5 ले लेते हैं ना. सो व्हेन यू टेक 5 दैट मीन्स यू आर लेस एक्यूरेसी. इफ यू टेक मोर ऑब्जर्वेशन यू आर मोर एक्यूरेसी. इज इट राइट? और एक्यूरेसी और प्रिसिशन मैंने ऑलरेडी डिफाइन कर दिया है तुमको. Is it clear? Yes. Now come here. So you have done an experiment of the time period, and these are the observations you have written in your copy. 5 observations. Clear? From that, find the time period. तो इतना सारा टाइम पीरियड तो नहीं हो सकता ना, एक फाइंड करना है. Absolute error. You know what is absolute error? This is one of the writing what method. Percentage is also one of the method. What error का? So now come here. मीन ऑफ 5 ऑब्जर्वेशन. फर्स्ट क्या करना है, इन पांचों का मीन ले लेना है. जो मीन लोगे वही होगा तुम्हारा ट्रू वैल्यू. बाकी 5 क्या है? एक्सपेरिमेंटल वैल्यू. क्लियर? मीन आ गया. आंसर इज 2.582. व्हाई आई हैव रिटन हियर 2.5? वंस अगेन, since you have divide, so you know that in division you have to follow the least significant. फिर से वही significant का राउंडिंग ऑफ आ रहा है. राउंडिंग ऑफ में हमने दो चीज सीखा. प्लस माइनस में क्या करना है? लीस्ट डेसिमल. और मल्टीप्लीकेशन एंड डिवीजन में लीस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट. सो हियर वी विल फॉलो लीस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट. देखो इन 5 ऑब्जर्वेशन देयर आर हाउ मेनी सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर? 3 3 3 3 3. 3 लिस्ट है तो यू हैव टू राइट दिस आंसर इज आल्सो इन 3. लिख दिया 2.58. कंप्लीट. कम हियर. नाउ अब एब्सोल्यूट एरर. सो दिस इज ट्रू वैल्यू, दिस इज एक्सपेरिमेंट. माइनस करेंगे एब्सोल्यूट एरर. So in this way we find the absolute error. Some are plus and some are minus. दिख रहा होगा तुमको. So don't bother about this minus. When okay 5 absolute आ गया, but absolute is also 1. So out of this 5 when we take find one of them, तो इसका क्या करना है? Mean find करना है. So here minus or plus you have to add all. Once again minus आने से भी plus आने से भी हमको add करना है. So once again 5 add. So this is the one of the observation. This is the absolute error. So how we write the time period? ये भी सीख लेना, कभी तुमको पूछा जाएगा टाइम पीरियड कैसे लिखा जाता है. टाइम पीरियड को लिखा जाता है ट्रू. ट्रू कौन है? 2.58 प्लस माइनस absolute. Absolute is 0.06. Is it clear? Okay. Now after that definitely you will multiply with 100. who? The relative. ये relative है absolute by true. तुमको percentage error मिल जाएगा. That means 2.4% is the error. Is it right? Here also we will follow the least significant method. Thank you.